Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, figured I'd do a video, we could just kind of discuss the information we saw here, I could talk about it. Now, I mean, it is the Dokkan community, I'm already seeing a lot of complaints about this. Now, I can understand to an extent, but here's the thing when it comes to Broly characters right now. This celebration does seem to be a full Broly theme. But listen, right now we don't know what's coming besides the fact that the LR is going to be base Broly, and then we're also going to have the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, right? Those are the two things that we know. Like, we'll see what's going to happen with the potential Super EZA for this guy, potential EZA for this guy, potential EZA for this guy. But even still, I mean, that's base Broly, plus Super Saiyan Broly, plus Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. We do have this guy as well, which is fair. But, I mean, this guy, the main focus for him right now is Super Bosses, and I guess also probably movie bosses. So, it's like, I think that these characters would be able to interact pretty easily. Now, we need to see what the Part 2 LR is going to be. I think people are rushing to complain about stuff before we know full details of, like, what it is we're going to be complaining. Let's just kind of, like, go in order of the things that are discussed. The video's not long. This mostly seems to me to be a way for them to kind of get something in here so that, like, maybe, like, it doesn't get leaked. Like, maybe this is here so that the celebration does not get leaked, right? Like, they make sure that to show us everything on their own terms, which I think is a good idea. All right, so let's see what we get right here. So we got this. So Amatsu right here does say that the celebration, I guess, theme or whatever is going to be Broly. So right away, that does sort of confirm, like, definitely that we're going to be getting, you know, a Broly movie celebration. So here's the actual kind of like part 1 info. But if we go for it a little bit, so it looks like it's going to be based around these 3 movies. That's movie 8, the first Broly movie, movie 10, the second Broly movie, and then movie 11, which is Bio Broly. Now, I'm not sure to what extent some of this is going to be in here. I will joke around. I would love to see Bio Broly get an LR or a DOKKANFEST or something like that. I mean, I don't actually think we're going to see Bio Broly get a real unit, though. I don't think Bio Broly would be a Part 2 LR for Worldwide. I think probably the main reason they've got that there is so that they could get this character their EZA and then, you know, kind of like thematically have it make sense. This character potentially could be pretty good. They do need another Kid Trunks or Kid Goten, though. So that's where it's like, if this character EZA'd, and then let's say the Part 2 Carnival LR is, you know, Gohan, Goten, and Goku, then we'd be able to pair this character up with that character, and then this character, this active is really good. I mean, this is starting from turn 3. They have a turn of guaranteed dodge. That's pretty strong, man. Like, that could be very good with how nasty a lot of today's fights are. So this could be a supremely powerful EZA character. But they're going to need another Trunks or Goten to really be able to perform well. That's why I assume the Bio Broly movie is here. Now, we know that we're going to get the 2 LRs. We're going to get to that in a second, obviously. The Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, and then the base form Broly are going to be the 2 LRs here. I would assume the other 2 LRs are going to be Broly and then Goku, Gohan, and Goten. Probably. If I had to guess, I think that Legendary Super Saiyan Broly would probably be Part 2, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I don't think that they're going to have the naming issue be like a huge problem. I don't think so. So we'll see how it's going to look once that, Part 2 of the celebration does actually begin. All right, so let's move forward a little bit here. Just get more of this kind of like info in. So some of the in-game events that'll be available for the campaign, sure. So here's like the login bonus. Obviously, that's Gohan from that first Broly movie. Then we're getting this. I mean, this seems quite good, right? Like, this is just going to be a lot of guaranteed characters for players. That's pretty big. This type of thing is huge, man. Now, LR, Ribrian, Rosie, and Kakunsa, I'm not the biggest fan of them nowadays. Bulma could still be very good when paired with DOKKANFEST Master Roshi, though, right? And, you know, guaranteed LR. You know, some of these banner units are pretty effective. Like, Boo, Gotenks, and Golden Frieza are at least solid characters you can run, so that's good. And then don't forget the 2 Dragon Stones daily, dude! Oh my god! 2 stones! Calm down, damn! Here's the co-op campaign. I mean, the art, like, you know, it looks cool. We'll see, like, what the extent of this is going to be. Looks like they say that they're going to give a wallpaper as a reward. I mean, it's cool, but, I mean, this doesn't really amount to much right now, that info, right? So, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to get for the LRs. So, here is the, first LR. This is a Dokkan Festival. Fierce Clash of Burning Power, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan, and Super Saiyan Trunks. Now, okay, number one thing to point out, this is obviously a new named character. We don't have a Goku, Gohan, and Trunks like that, all Super Saiyan, which is good. New named characters is always going to be very, very good. The character is physical, though. For some reason this year, almost every difficult fight that comes out is a really difficult STR boss. So this character is going to need, like, they're really going to need guard or crazy, like, stuff. Like, Dokkan could definitely release a really powerful, like, top 5 character in the game that doesn't necessarily need guard or damage reduction, but they'd have to design them very, very tightly. This character is probably going to need to be guarding, though, because they're physical. Right now, physical is just not good. So this is good. I saw some people complaining that this is a Dokkan Festival, but it's like, guys, like, it's gonna be a Dokkan Fest plus a Carnival, and then they'll flip it in part 2 to where then it's going to be, you know, Broly or whatever the villain will be the Dokkan Fest in part 2, and then the hero unit will be the Carnival. So they release a Dokkan Fest and a Carnival for, you know, one each for villains and for hero characters. So I don't, like, people are complaining that Goku, Gohan, and Trunks are the Dokkan Fest, but like I like what, like, it's just, like, I'm all for complaining about shit that really needs to be complained about, right? Like, I don't know, we're gonna talk about the friend system being terrible, 2023 characters sucking, I don't know, Frieza not having a team. Sure, like, those things make sense, but it's like people really do just, like, find things to just bitch about that is mostly purposeless, because there's going to be a Dokkan Fest plus a Carnival for each side. Like, it's not just specifically that they're the Dokkan Fest in part 1 doesn't matter that much. But I'm pretty excited. Now, does this say specifically it's a standby or something like that? Let's see. Card illustrations of the 3 characters who had a fierce clash with Broly. Yep, cool. And then it just goes right to Broly. So it doesn't look like it says. So then we get Broly. Now, this is, I would say, a big deal, right? That the LR right here is base form Broly. Because, again, base form Broly has pretty much never had a good character. I mean, I guess in the early days of Dokkan, like, LR Broly was so busted, the STR Dokkan, like, or not the Dokkan Fest, but this STR Broly was so busted, and then, like, his TUR was one of the better TURs in the game, and his SSR Broly was effective as well, right, way back in the day, but we've basically never had a good base Broly. So, it's like, already, like, that works well, where we've got the Broly, we potentially could have, you know, some Super Saiyan Brolys, potentially have some Legendary Super Saiyan Brolys. Seems like we're going to be kitted up, for some of these teams, right? Planetary Destruction, stuff like that. Oh, I have Bio Broly pulled up. Here, let me just pull up one of the Brolys. This site just runs way better on my PC than the wiki does. That's the main reason I go to the site more often. So, if it's a base Broly, like, he's gonna have Transformation Boost added to it, right? So add Transformation Boost to this list of categories at bare minimum. And then, I mean, he probably will have corroded body and mind as well. Probably, being that he's being controlled by Paragus. Probably. It's hard to say, I suppose. So, Broly is a carnival. What would we want for his leader skill, actually? Oh, dude. I mean, he could be pure Saiyan, power beyond Super Saiyan, movie bosses. Even, like, Exploding Rage or Planetary Destruction wouldn't be that bad, would it? Let me see. Oh, he is on Inhuman Deeds as well. Pure Saiyan would be fire. That would be so sick. I would not be mad at Pure Saiyan at all. Power beyond Super Saiyan might be the number one I would like to see. This would be crazy. Movie bosses would be good as well. To give it, like, Hirudegarn, I guess, to be fair, is runnable as a movie boss as leader. But, like, this Broly being the movie boss's leader would be awesome. And then it would be a little bit easier to utilize the LR Team Turles as well. You know, and I guess build around Planetary Destruction. I guess would be the way we would do it, rather than build around Terrifying Conquerors. A shame that Cell Max is not in Planetary Destruction, by the way. Then we've also got Exploding Rage, Beast, Broly. But it does fall off after that, so maybe no for Exploding Rage. Planetary Destruction we could try, certainly, right? Like, we know Turles could be very good on that. We'd have Kid Buu, Frieza, Hirudegarn. Maybe. And then we also have Inhuman Deeds, which has never had a real leader skill before, so that could be cool as well. So, all right, let's see what else it says. So we've got him as a legendary summon Carnival. Thanks to his active skill, can transform into the legendary Super Saiyan. Coolness lies in the overwhelmingly destructive power that threw Goku and the others into despair. So again, very, very little info is given, besides just the fact that it's Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, and Broly. They did actually tweet out when the Dokkan Now is going to be, by the way. Right here. So, the 27th at 6:30 PST. I'm thinking that the characters are very likely to drop, like, almost right after this, I think. Like that night is when they're going to be coming out. The celebration's going to start. Broly, Goku, Trunks, and Gohan are going to be out. It's going to be pretty fire, so. Let me know what you guys think. Broly and Goku, I'm pretty excited so far. Again, I'm seeing a lot of complaining, but, I mean, we haven't even seen almost anything from the celebration yet. I'd like to get a little bit deeper into this before we can really make a good assessment of how good or bad this might be. So, let me know what you guys think about DOKKANFEST LR, Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, and then Carnival LR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly.